Right, so here I am back with Micky Theo. You put out a video last week, Micky, calling John Fury a chicken and his manager Spencer a weasel. You know, any regrets or thoughts on that?
At the time, as I was very frustrated, as we had a plan scheduled for the 28th of May, which was at the time 6 weeks. We'd found a secret location. Production team, film crew, and streaming team were ready to go. All Spencer had to do was show John the contracts, the fight schedules, the undercard, and what was happening for him to come back to me. This is where I got a bit frustrated. 48 hours he meant to come back. He didn't. Then it was another 5 days after. He speaks to Noel saying we don't want it in a closed secret location. John wants it in a big venue, you know, all the singing and dancing. So I was a bit peed off, to be honest, because, you know, this is ready to go. I'm pushing to get it done. I want to fight. So going back to how they were sort of relaxed and getting back to us and everything, I thought they didn't want to fight. Like anyone else would fight. You try to put a contract and a deal together. We've only got 6 weeks ahead of us. So I took it a little bit personal, which I probably shouldn't have. Like I say, I've never done this before, like Spencer said in his last video. So that's why I sort of got up and I thought, you know, I need to wake him up a bit. Say the things I said, a weasel, a chicken, whatever I said. Wasn't intent, but it was just to get them out, to wake them up. You know, are they coming out? Or they, you know, and show the crowd, because more so the crowd want to know what is happening here. So that's why I've done it, really. But since then, listen, I've spoken to Spencer. He's laughed about it. He said he got loads of people sending him pictures of weasels. And I said, John, how was he? He said, well, you can imagine what John was like. He was like fuming a bit. But anyway, no disrespect to both of you. It was just a bit of a time in a moment.
So let's get this clear. So you actually, with your team, had got together the fight behind closed doors, which was going to take place during lockdown. I believe it was going to be called Lockdown Knockdown, and it had, you know, all the pay-per-view and the contracts had been drawn up that had been sent to them, but they decided not to go ahead with that. And you got permission for that to take place. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't get permission. Mm-hmm. Spencer got permission from Humberside Police.
Right.
He told me that was come from Spencer, and that was going ahead. You know, he even confirmed it. Police were happy. They were even interested in putting a few of their guys on the bill. I thought that would have been a lovely thing.
Yeah, so there wasn't going to be any audience there or something. It was going to be behind closed doors, but done in a kind of sort of theatrical way where they were going to put sort of pretend crowd there and stuff like that.
Yeah, the filming and the production team was going to do that. There was going to be boxers, obviously referee, corner people, and judges. No more people. And then obviously there'll be paramedics and whatever there. The crowd was going to be made up by a camera crew, like the Rise of the Foot Soldier 4, I believe. They made that movie as well. So that actually film was actually, when Conor Benn was in the ring,
yes,
that was all made up, the crowd, but it made a big sort of live. They even put Don King in the audience, so, you know, they can do all these things. So we had that scheduled to go ahead on the 28th. Just on the okay of basically John to Spencer to me.
They knocked that one back because they wanted the big night out.
Yeah, I mean, Spencer did say I wanted all the bells and whistles. It wasn't the case. But anyway, it doesn't matter what it is. You know what? It's probably better we're going further down the road. Like Spencer said, scheduled for the, I think it was October sometime. We got 3 dates. October, I think the other one was November. And if we couldn't do that date, which I'm sure we can, it will be next March. So listen, it gives boxers both time and, you know, more time to train and get on with it.
So that's fantastic. So your relationship now with Spencer's now much on a better footing, and it's all sort of all going ahead.
Yeah, look, Spencer's more involved in these venues and things over the years, so he's more experienced of these things. So you know what, I have taken a little bit of a step back and just let go of the flow, basically, and not wind myself up about it, because there's no point. You know, as long as we get the fight on, and it's, you know, this is in a good need. You know, it's for the NHS. You know, all this coronavirus that's going around the world. This is what we're doing it for. They're serious now, I believe, I hope. and we're moving on together and getting this big event on together like a team, you know. That's how we are today.
Well, what did you think when they put down that £250,000 offer?
Well, to be honest, yeah, it's do I do that, yeah, and not please the crowd, or do I come away from that, earn bigger money for the NHS and please the crowd, more so pleasing the crowd and the NHS. So we decided to go on the big event, all the bells and whistles, as Spencer's put it. So that's the direction we're going, and both sides are happy with it, and we're moving on from there.
Fantastic. So now, Spencer was saying it sounded like he'd got some great ideas, because I know he's working also with Noel Tierney on this, and that there's going to be other celeb fights on the bill. Now, I did hear that there was a possibility that Kugan Cassius might be fighting Heavy D. Is this a rumour, or is this for real?
It's not a rumour, it's very real. I mean, Heavy D has interviewed me a few times, and he keeps shouting his name out. Now, honestly, listen, we're putting this on for NHS, you know, and I think, honestly, Kugan should consider it. I think it'd be a great match between them two. Apparently, Heavy D's been calling them out for quite a while. Kugan, if you can hear me on this speech, it'll be amazing, mate. Come on, step forward, put your name down, we'll get you on. It'd be amazing. You're really doing it for good cause here, mate, as well. You know, like me and John are.
Right, now I want to address a few things that people have been saying about you on the internet. So there's a few questions here. One of the things that they criticise you for is they say, are you fame hungry?
I've never been fame hungry. I'm a very quiet man, and I don't really put myself out on Instagram, Facebook. Someone's even made up a Twitter account for me, believe it or not. Kugan texted me the other day, is this you? And I said, no, I don't have any such account. I was a bit like John, because I think John Fury's had the same, not problem, it's not a problem, but people mimicking that they are that person, which is wrong, really. So whoever's using my Twitter accounts out there, please come off it, because it ain't me. It's fake.
Okay, now, and another one of the things that they say is, have you got a book coming out?
I don't have a book coming up. I was quite surprised when I heard this rumour. Never thought of making a book, and I don't think I would make a book. I've been offered before to be in a book and to make a book, and it's not really me. I'm not the type of person. Hence, I don't get myself out there. I don't really want to know about things like that. I'm not a high line person who wants to get out there. And like John says, I want 5 minutes of fame. Not me. I want 5 minutes of John in the ring. That's all I want. That's what I'm calling for, and that's doing it for a good cause as well. You know, for the NHS. That's what it's all about.
So you've also got on the net, people are saying that, you know, the only people that you've ever knocked out are drunks in nightclubs. So what do you say about that?
Well, they've got to say something about me, haven't they? One, they don't know me. Two, they weren't there when it happened. Listen, like I said before on some of my interviews, I worked the doors all my life, and what we're up against, you would never imagine if you're just a straight goer sitting on the back of a computer and giving it all the rubbish you want to do on the computer. There's got to be someone to run security. Even the police, they're putting their life at danger. When they walk out of their front door to work, they're in a danger zone. And that's what I've done all my life, you know, and I've faced all of it. Guns, knives, bars, broken bottles, you know. We've even had a car drive through our front door of the club one day, years ago we was in the club. So, you know, the people out to kill you, you know, they're probably looking at a big stretch, carrying a gun, carrying a knife, you know, trying to kill security. They're just doing a job, protecting the people in that environment, you know. So there you have it, all the mouthy people out there who want to say the bad things. You know, you've got to look at the behind the scenes, what really goes on. And maybe they should put themselves in the predicament we was back in the day, you know. It's all computer and people like talking.
One of the other things that people pick you up on the net is the bit where you stormed out on the bodybuilding show. Tell us the backstory of that. What was that all about?
Honestly, Liam, when you're in that game, it's all or nothing in that game. It's like you kill yourself, dieting, training, dieting. You're so snappy because you can't eat what you want to eat. If any bodybuilders listen to this, they'll understand. But people who don't do such a sport could not comprehend what I'm trying to say. It's just you basically killing yourself. You're killing yourself for a trophy. It's all about that bit of plastic trophy, or it was a big marble trophy on the night I threw that day. I don't do number 2. I want to be number 1, you know. And okay, it didn't go my way that year. Slung the trophy, got annoyed. Listen, 2nd place worse, but not 4th place. But anyway, I threw the trophy. I got banned for a couple of years. I was still determined. Came back and won it the following year. So that's me. I need, you know, I can't do 2nd place. And just it's in my blood. That's me. I don't. Even if I'm going to have a sprint down the road, I'm going to win.
So let's get to the fight now. According to reports, John Fury is in training. Are you training now?
No, I'm sitting on the couch at the moment, you know. Got a big cigar in my mouth. I've got a pipe after that, and then a few cigarettes after that. So, yeah, I've only trained before. It's only Big Bear John.
Now, I've heard rumours that you knocked out someone in sparring a couple of years back.
Oh, that's a rumour to me. Never heard of that one before.
Is that true?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Were you fighting somebody a few years back, a younger lad, and you laid him out?
Are you giving my secrets away?
All right, it never happened. Okay.
Inside the secrets.
All right, it never happened. Okay. Well, can I ask, one of the key issues in this fight is the reputation of John Fury. Now, where I'm confused is that he seems to be known for a lot of bare knuckle fights, but there's never been any video footage of those. But he seems to have this air of invincibility. Everybody on the web is saying, you know, he's going to steamroller you. You know, you're finished. This, that, and the other. But why has he got this reputation? What's it based on?
I have not got a clue. I don't know what it's based on. Maybe, listen, different areas have different names, you know. I suppose London, back in the day, you know, you had, I don't know, I don't want to mention names, but you had people from North London, you had people from South London, East London, you know, you had family names more than like it, yeah? And they were the family that you didn't mess about with, or could have it and can hold their own, you know what I mean? In any way they wanted to, you know. They dominated London back in the day. So there's names all over the country. You go to Glasgow, back in the day when Lenny was alive, you know, you heard of Arthur Thompson. He ran Glasgow, you know. They were good friends, you know what I mean? That's how I knew the name, you know. That name, you know, is a big, powerful name. So I suppose with the Furies, you know, Manchester, just on the outskirts of Manchester, they got a name for themselves as well. So John's probably, he's the oldest, so he would have the bigger name because, you know, John's the father of all the Furies. His kids have done amazing in boxing. I'll take my hat off to him and the kids, you know what I mean? But he's done a phenomenal job bringing them up, and he went out to work. You know, you hear a few stories. He went out, put food on the table. Different areas have different names. It's like back in the day now. You know, who run New York and who run that one. There's always been a name out there. There's always someone going to be running an area. And probably they've got the name up there. If you brought the Furies into London, that's no disrespect to them. Probably a lot of people wouldn't know. Only because they know Tyson Fury, because he's obviously champion of the world. But if they weren't champions of the world, they wouldn't know him in London. Because they're up north, they're known of. And they're probably feared of. You know, I've heard that as well. I don't know. I don't think even the people that are saying what they're saying on the internet about John's going to do this, John's going to, they probably don't even know them. They're just saying it. They want to be part of the group. They're like sheep, want to follow other sheep, you know. You
also had a rep, or still do, but back in the day, and we were with Lenny and all that. Did you associate with many sort of, you know, top names of that day? I mean, I believe you were telling me that you used to visit Reg Kray in prison.
To be honest, yeah, very close with Lenny back in the day, and Reggie actually rang up Lenny one day, and he spoke so quiet. I know he was the other way, you know, but no disrespect to him. He said, "Hello, Len, do you mind come up to visit me?" You know, he talks like that. And I couldn't believe when I heard him on the phone, you know. And so he asked me to go with him, you know, so probably because I was driving him down there and everything. So we went in there, and back in the day, I think we got half a bottle of vodka we took in there with us. I think he could them days, I'm not sure how it was years ago. So was in there, Lenny got the vodka out, put it in a teapot, you know, and he was like, I was expecting a tall guy to come out. He was like 5'4", 5'5". I was shocked. I thought, this little thingy in front of me, a little scrawny thing he was, I thought he used to run London. I thought, wow. And he used to go, he said, sit down with his little back a bit hunched, and he goes, thank you for coming, Nelly, thank you. And like, he used to talk like that, like, you know, like an old man, you know. And I thought, wow, this guy was fed back in the day. But it was a nice experience, I suppose, back in the day. I mean, I'm not really into all that gangster thing, but I was asked to go with Lenny, so I went along with it. But yeah, it was nice to meet Reggie and see the real man and hear what he's got to say. It was a good experience.
Now, there's another legend who's still inside, Charlie Bronson, or Charlie Salvador, as he's now called. He's taken an interest in the fight. He's backed Fury. Have you got any message for Charlie?
Message Charlie. You know what? I think Charlie's a legend in his own, what he's done, or what he's been involved in over the years. If he's ever in the paper, there's always little clips of him. I always read about him. I'm quite into his stories and, you know, what sort of things he's done over the years. So yeah, Charlie, I'd like to say thank you for taking interest in this fight with me and John Fury. It's an honour for someone like you to be interested. You know, I'm grateful to be interested in. But no, I've always followed Charlie Bronson. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a bit of a character, and yeah, still love him, mate. He's a great guy.
Fantastic. So now, to round this up, so now all the sort of friction between you and the Fury camp has kind of calmed down. You must be really looking forward to this fight night.
Yeah, I think Johnny's as well. You know, we just want to get it on and get in the ring, do what we got to do. And, you know, best man win. You know what? Shake hands after, have a drink together. And that's what it's all about, you know. It's all about raising money for a good cause at the moment, you know.
So you can assure the fans now that, you know, that with your conversation with Spencer, that it's all agreed that it is going to go ahead sometime in October, might be November, depending obviously with the coronavirus. So it's going to be a great night for the fans.
100%. I think it's going to be bigger, even bigger in 5-6 months when it's going to be than it is now. I mean, we're not even going in. It's just 2 weeks now, I believe, something like that. It's honestly, it feels like it should be going on for 6 months already. You know, the amount of interest, the amount of phone calls, the amount of emails, the amount of tweets. And anyway, it's crazy. It's really unbelievable, and really excited and looking forward to it. And I believe, especially Spencer and John are. I don't know what John's doing, because I think the crowd would like to hear a little shout out from him, because you know, he's a big man. He's got a big fan base out there, and there's a lot of lovers out there for you, John. So I think you should give him a little shout out, tell him you're around, tell him what you're thinking about it up to now, and you know, for your crowd's sake, for your fans, I think you should get a little shout out, John. And I would obviously like to hear what you've got to say as well. But I hope you're training well, John, and you're keeping well yourself. And if you're going out running, wear a mask, wear your gloves, not your marigolds. And I wish you well, John.
You've had a lot of support from your sponsors. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to get on board, and I really appreciate that and respect it from my sponsors. We've got the Ability Hotel Group, Andreas Paniotti. We've got Official Watches, which is Dino, an old friend of mine. I think I got him into the watch trade years ago, but he's done amazing. Anyone wants a nice watch, I think he does a lot of the boxes. He did tell me, or I heard, he does Billy Joe Saunders, and probably a lot of the other guys. So yeah, Official Watches, great watches. Any watch you want, he'll get you from around the world. He's the man. Raymond Davis, a personal friend of mine. Big thank you to him. And there's one last one to call out, which is Chris from Taste of Cyprus. He supplies all my food throughout the day. Thank you very much, all of you.
Fantastic. Thanks very much for speaking to me.